Spring has sprung, and that's the time to refresh your home. And I've been doing that. I've been doing some spring cleaning, but also need to make things more functional. In this small house, we only have 1,071 square feet. It's just under 1,100 square feet. And sometimes, even though there's just two of us and two small dogs, we kind of trip over each other, especially in the kitchen. Kitchen is the most used room in the house, of course. As far as this bedroom, it's very small. I have my office in here. So if you live in a small space, I'm sure you can relate. Let me know how you make it work, how you make it function. Do you minimalize or do you organize a certain way? Go through this house and we'll see how we can make things better without spending money. I don't want to spend money. So that's the challenge. Now this room, I believe this room is the most functional room in the house, besides the bathroom maybe. Okay, I think you know what I mean by that. But oh, a dog on the bed. That's Boo Boo. And she just happens to be small. She fits in perfect in this house and in this bedroom. Let me tell you, this 11 by 9 bedroom. To Boo Boo, this is a very large space, I imagine. So I just think the way we have this set up is very nice. This blind broke a couple summers ago, and we haven't replaced it yet. And they don't cost that much. We just haven't gotten around to it. So the items that we have in this room, filing cabinet, makes sense. A filing cabinet by the desk where the computer is. So this is my mini office here. I think we're fine there. It's awfully close to the bed. There's been mornings I got on the computer and my husband, he was in bed and I was quiet. I didn't play YouTube or anything. I don't do that early morning. And we were able to make it work. So the two of us get along pretty well, so that does help in such a small bedroom. So everything up here I'm going to keep. Yeah, and I did dust this shelf yesterday. This was my grandmother's bowl. I'm definitely going to keep this. This is a nice candy jar. I love these little pictures of Victorian figures. And this clock comes in handy every morning when we get up. So that's a functional item. So we're going to keep everything here. The only thing I need to do in this room would be to declutter some papers and some bills that have been paid. And they're recorded every month. I go through them and I purge them. I try to anyway. So what you see in this room for me to sort through are in drawers. Yeah. Files and pictures and things like that. Yeah. I would just purge out the old papers that I don't need. That's all I need to do in this room. This bathroom is very functional. It serves its purpose. I don't think we need to do anything in this bathroom. We're not using this shower right now. We use the one down the basement because of a pipe that broke. So we'll have to get that fixed. But that's down the basement. I would like to have some kind of table, a very small table, like a magazine rack or something. We could use more towel racks, but we do have a linen cabinet in the hallway. Then we put our wet towels on the shower stall to dry. Now this back room was originally the master bedroom. There's some his and her closets. We don't have a bathroom in here, but it's a very large room as far as I'm concerned, especially compared to the bedroom that we use. That's only 11 by 9. This is a lot larger than that, I would say. 12 by 13, maybe larger than that. There just seems to be plenty of space in this room. And it's a catch-all. It's a catch-all for anything and everything to do with hobbies, cleaning, extra clothing, and dog and food supplies. It is on the cluttered side. So reorganizing this room is a big challenge. And I may have to do a video just for this room. My husband has some items over there that he hasn't taken the time to sort through, and he's not feeling at his best right now, so I'm not going to bother him with that. But I'll show you the room. I have a large table in this room, and this is where I do hobbies. My hobby right now is gardening, so there's a lot of seeds. Also, like for the birds, suet, bulbs. It's all to do with gardening right here. And then we have our dog supplies. Yeah, their food, their pads, their doggy go bags for when I pick up their business. And underneath, I have the doggy bed and their little blankets and towels that they use sometimes. Like if they come in out of the rain, we got to dry them off. There's dog bones for next door and some more pads. Yeah. So this is functional. I mean, everything here makes sense. It just doesn't look very, it looks cluttered and it just doesn't look very nice. I could reorganize this in a way that looks better to make it less confusing. So yeah, I need to put these in some kind of box, these seeds. So I'll come up with some kind of solution here, but I want to use what we have. We do have containers where I keep stuff. I keep some little craft tools or hardware tools in this drawer. And like anything to do with holidays, wrapping paper. Boy, this one's a mess. Yeah, just holiday decorations here and there, paper decorations. And then I have my files for recipes. So I can make this look better by purchasing containers, cabinets, or storage units. But we're going to use what we have, like I said. I can't stress that enough because I'm a cheapskate. So I got this problem solved. Looks a lot better. I'll show you, I'll do a close-up of my section of the room. As you can see, I put the garden supplies in a couple baskets. I've got my seeds organized very well. Got my garden gloves and my scissors. I've even got a reference book here on gardening. Gardening Made Easy. And so everything is grouped together here. This should be very simple and it's very neat looking. That's what I was trying to achieve. And the dog section is also very neat. I used everything I have. I didn't purchase anything. That's why I've got a foam box here. But this larger basket here, I use this for so many things. And it's a versatile basket. And I did not want to use that for the dog food and dog supplies. It's a little large for that anyway. But this box fit not perfect, but it's close enough. And I've got a picture of the dogs on here. And it's cute to remind my husband this is where the dog supplies are. And right next to that, their pads and a few other items like some leashes. So here we go. This looks so much better. It didn't take long to figure this out, actually. I straightened up some other areas. Even the suitcases are straightened up now. And down below, the table, more dog supplies. It was straightened up, looks a lot better. I can live with this. Dealing with a small house has its challenges. But this room is larger, so it helped me store some things here. Where would we put these things? Otherwise, it would be jammed into some cupboard somewhere. Who knows where I would have to store these items if I didn't have this back room available to me as an all-purpose room. Now we're in the kitchen where I can stretch out my arms and almost touch the refrigerator at the same time with the other arm I'm touching the stove. So this is a very small kitchen, and there are some problems when two people are in this kitchen. So my husband and I have to try to make it work. The biggest problem we've had is use of the microwave. My husband has a habit. He's been doing this for years, and he's been here 26 years. He uses this counter to prep. And he has vitamins here. These were his vitamins. He was taking these vitamins way before he met me. This is where he preps for his breakfast and lunch sometimes. Okay? And if I need to get to the microwave, he's in my way. If I don't have all the dishes done and put away, he's not going anywhere. He's staying here, and I can't even squeeze through to get to the microwave. So I just have to be patient. We considered putting the microwave over here on this counter. And this way, alternately, both of us would have access to this microwave without getting in each other's way. We tried this. We put the microwave on it. The microwave is too large for this counter. It did not work. So we would have to get another cabinet or counter for this in order to put the microwave here. This is a pretty old piece of furniture anyway, so in the near future, we might replace this. And that will solve the problem, but I don't want to spend money today. It's just a matter of being considerate of one another and being patient with one another. That doesn't always come easy, but sometimes if we both are working in the kitchen together, this doesn't happen that often. I do most of the cooking. We'll just move this dish strainer out of the way. I'll move it and put it in the dining room or something, and then we'll have extra room for prepping. so two of us can prep in the same kitchen. So we have to kind of work things out. And maybe pull out this board, put it on the stove and do some prepping, or use the table in the back. It's not on wheels or anything, but it's light and easy to move. So we can use this for prepping sometimes. I would say minimalizing and painting white paint in a small space makes it seem so much larger. Maybe have some mirrors, which makes a small space seem larger. It's all according to your preference and how you make it work. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next one.